You don't need me to tell you how popular SUVs have become over recent years. But one car maker that's been slow off the mark has been Volkswagen, because they haven't had a small SUV in their range. However, all that's changed, and they do now. This is the T-Roc, and just like every VW group car these days, it's based on the Golf. With the latest VW Tiguan becoming quite large, the T-Roc is designed to take on a raft of smaller SUVs, everything from the Toyota CHR and Vauxhall Mokka to more premium rivals like the Mini Countryman, BMW X1 and Audi Q2. And apart from the rather silly name, as we'll discover, the T-Roc does make a decent case for itself. Now, the T-Roc may be based on the Golf, and it may take some of its styling inspiration from it, but sadly it doesn't feel like a Golf in here. Normally when we get into any VW on Carbuyer, we wax lyrically about the lovely soft touch plastics, the quality feel. I think VW have forgotten to fit any nice plastics to the T-Roc. All you get are acres of quite cheap feeling scratchy plastic. You know, which would be fine, apart from the fact that prices for this car go up to £30,000. So it just doesn't feel special enough in here. However, what it does lack in, I guess, a quality feel, it makes up for visually. It is a really interesting layout. It's a nice place to be. And if you opt for this design model, you get the option of choosing some nice two-tone colours in here, which just jazzes things up a bit. Storage-wise, well, we're back to what you would expect from a Volkswagen. Practicality is all here. You've got nice little storage compartments dotted around the place, including a deep one in here, a couple of USB points, good-sized door bins, and a good-sized glove box. Every T-Roc gets an 8-inch touchscreen display, lane assist, dual-zone climate control and automatic headlights and wipers. SE trim adds 17-inch alloys, roof rails, adaptive cruise control, front and rear parking sensors, along with Apple CarPlay or Android Auto. With the design models, you can personalise the T-Roc with different roof colours and interior colour finishes, whilst SEL adds 4-wheel drive to some engines, 18-inch alloys, LED headlights, an uprated infotainment system with sat-nav and the digital display. An R-Line with sportier bodywork will arrive later in 2018. Here in the back, well, I just feel a bit disappointed yet again. It doesn't really feel like a Volkswagen in here. Although when it comes to practicality, you know, it's really all there. So the driver's seat is set for somebody around 6 foot, and I'm 5'4", so legroom is okay. Headroom, though, is really pretty good. You'll definitely fit a couple of adults in the back here. The centre seat, well, that's really best saved for the children because of this quite bulky transmission tunnel. However, I do really like the way they've raised it up slightly. It's going to be a really nice seating position for the children here in the middle. It's got 3 proper seat belts, a couple of Isofix child seat points, whilst the doors open nice and wide to make it easy getting little ones in and out. Round here at the boot, you will find it is big. It's a nice sort of square shape with a really good wide opening and a very low lip to lift things over. If you fold the seats down, you get a huge amount of space. However, it's worth bearing in mind that if you decide to go for the T-Roc with 4Motion, you get less boot space because of all the 4-wheel drive system which is underneath the boot floor. Under the bonnet there are 3 petrols and 2 diesels. The pick of the range is the 148 brake horsepower 1.5 litre turbo petrol. It's perky, it's smooth and quiet, and there's also a 114 brake horsepower 1 litre 3-cylinder turbo. The 4-wheel drive only 187 brake horsepower 2 litre petrol offers warm hatchback performance, whilst there are 2 diesels. The 1.5 litre is the pick, but before you go for that engine, do try out the 1 litre. It's the engine we have in here. It's pretty zippy, and for most of us it will offer more than enough performance. All engines are better matched to the 6-speed gearbox than the DSG automatic, apart from, I'd say, the 2 litre petrol, which only gets 4-wheel drive and a DSG box. The 1 litre is the most frugal of the petrols, returning a claimed 55.4 miles to the gallon, but in the real world this will be closer to the mid-40s. And when it arrives, the 1.6 litre diesel will be the cheapest of the diesels to run. VW is trying to make its cars a little more fun to drive, so the T-Roc does drive quite differently. It's noticeably more sporty with sharper steering, and the whole car just feels a little more engaging behind the wheel. Some models offer different driving modes with an individual setting, so you can tailor the driving experience to how you want it to be. Now, even though VW has made the T-Roc more sporty to drive than the Tiguan, it's not uncomfortable. In fact, it offers a really good blend of control and comfort, but we would avoid the 19-inch wheels if you do want a really comfortable ride. Overall, the T-Roc is a competent car. It's attractive to look at and fun to drive. It's practical and comfortable too, and it does stand out in a market that's fit to bursting. It's just a shame then that the interior quality is below par for a Volkswagen, especially one that's priced at the top end. Take a look at our video of the Peugeot 3008 or our SUVs playlist, and don't forget to subscribe to the channel.